Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, dear student. Hope you all be fine. I am your today's teachers from iOS school. Dear student, before we start our topic, first listen and follow the instruction carefully. Take out your PSD textbook, pencil, and rough copy. Note down important points. If you have any question, you can ask me at the end of the class by raising hand. During lecture, I will share your screen. During lecture, I will share screen so you can take screenshot. Do all work in your fair register. Use black pointer for question and blue ink pen for answer. Make a title page of lesson with starting and ending date. You can paste or draw relevant picture on title page. Then make outline. There is little bit change in outline. Okay. First you will write fill in the blanks. Second category is CRQ. CRQ means construct response question. We can call it short question answer. ERQ, third category, stand for extend response question instead of descriptive type question. Okay, I repeat. First category is fill in the blanks. Second category CRQ. Third category ERQ. Fourth, activity based question answer. Number 5, challenging question answer. Dear student, in class 6 and class 7, you have learned about the South Asia and the Muslim world. Now you are in class 8. We will learn about the journey of making of Pakistan and sacrifices of our forefathers, and we will learn about the life contributions, services, sacrifices, dedication of religious and political leaders of Muslims of South Asia. Okay, today our topic is making of Pakistan. Take out page number 14. This chapter is very interesting. If you will focus on the lecture, you will learn many things. Every year, my student asks one question to me. Miss, why we learn history? Past has gone. Why don't we just focus on present? Because we can't change history or past. This is very important question. My reply is, I give you one example. How many times you promise yourself complete your work before this deadline, but you break promise? Then each time you take yourself, next time you will do your best. But unfortunately, you never fulfill your promise. You are late again and again. When you will learn lesson from your history record, then you encounter where is the problem. By learning your history mistake, you can make your future better. So, if we will not learn our history, we can't be able to make our present better. If you will not learn from your history mistake, then history will repeat again and again, means you will late again and again. No improvement will happen in your present. Same as if any nation who forget their forefather sacrifices and struggle and don't want to know their national and religious leader services, that nation will lose their identity, their culture and their religion will destroy, and they will not be able to differentiate between black and white, right or wrong. Everything that has happened up until this moment is called history. We can learn a record of the past event when we study past by the help of record of the past event, picture and videos. Human is a creature of the habit who have tendency of same mistake over and over again. By learning your mistake, you can make your future best. Okay, do you know about the revivalist movement? The question number, heading number 1, page number 14. Revivalist movement in subcontinent. Okay, first we divide the revivalist movement. Revivalist. Do you know what is the meaning of revivalist? Definition of revivalist: the tendency of or deserve the revive former custom, style, religious beliefs. One who revive or restore something disused. Do you know who is a revivalist person? Okay, revivalist is a person who revive custom, institution, or idea. Then I move the subcontinent. Subcontinent is a certain part of continent are recognized as a subcontinent in which we discuss the India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and more. Next is Sufism. Do you know about the Sufism? Page number, okay, page number 14. Sufism is a part of Islam which is close to way the Prophet himself taught. A person who practice or preach the Islam is called Sufism. In subcontinent, do you know Muslims rule Muslim rule subcontinent more than 1,000 years when they deviated from the golden principle of Islam. Their power and influence declined gradually. Their power and influence declined. Hindu they took advantage and they start rebellion against the Mughal emperor. They use negative they use negative sorry influence took advantage and started rebellion against the Mughal empire, and they use religious card and fought the war with the Mughals. Other hand, Jat Maratha broke into open rebellions. Sikh also rose in revolt against the Mughals. The rise of Marathas created problem for Mughal. Realizing this, a number of religious and scholars and reformers start movement for revive the Islamic teaching and values in subcontinent. The struggle create Islamic spirit in Muslims of subcontinent is called a revivalist movement. Most prominent create a awakening among the Muslims in the subcontinent. First, we discuss about the movement of Shah Waliullah. Okay, Shah Waliullah. Shah Waliullah real name was Qutbuddin due to his spiritual, spiritual virtue has called Waliullah. Do you know the meaning of Waliullah? Waliullah is a title given by people. Waliullah means who practice the way of Islam, same as preach the of Holy Prophet and a person of love and serve people. Due to this act, Allah gifted some supernatural power which helped to serve human beings. Shah Waliullah, a great saint and reformer, who was born in pious family in Delhi on 21st February 1703. He exerted great deal for the moral, social, and political uplift of the Muslim of India. His sincere effort revived Islamic spirit among the Muslims who were heading toward a social disaster. Shah Abdul Rahim, his father Shah name was Shah Abdul Rahim. He was a well-known scholar and religious leader. At the early age of 15, Shah Waliullah mastered the major branches of Islamic learning. He was succeeded his father as a sheikh of madrasa when he was just 17 years old. In 1707, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, he was 16. He was sixth Mughal emperor. After him is a successor and weaker and lost the power influence territory to their enemies. This time, Maratha, Jat, and Sikh and Rajput to rebel against him. These rebellions and war led to exhaust of the imperial Mughal treasury and army. After his death, the Mughal rapidly collapsed in the mid of the 18th of the century. A wave of religious and moral degradation of the swept the Muslims of the subcontinent. At that time, Shah Waliullah analyzed the factor for the downfall of downfall and conclude that it was due to the increasing influence of the non-Muslim. The Mughal emperor began to crack and crumble as it fell into the hands of most incapable successor. Shah Waliullah came forward to tackle this horrible situation. Shah Waliullah, Shah Waliullah persuaded Muslims to follow the footsteps of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. He educated the Quranic education for the welfare and benefit of the Muslim. The Mughal ruler who were no more in a position to withhold the supremacy of the Muslim. Sikh, Jat, Maratha had started try to capture Mughal Empire. Shah Waliullah wrote letter to Nizam of Hyderabad, Khan, Rohila Sardar, Hafizul Mulk, and Najibullah. He warned about the decline started of the Muslim society in subcontinent. He also wrote the rulers of Afghanistan, Ahmad Shah Abdali. Do you know about the Ahmad Shah Abdali? Okay, I'll tell you about the Ahmad Shah Abdali. Ahmad Shah Abdali was born in 1722. He was a founder of the Durrani Empire in 1747. He was appointed as a king of Afghanistan. He was very brave and intelligent and king. intelligent king. Ahmad Shah Abdali, on the call of Shah Waliullah, proceeded to India and emerged the battle at the Panipat. In 14th century, in 14th century, January 1761, at Panipat, about 97 km north of the Delhi. Panipat is a place of India. Afghan army led by Ahmad Shah Abdali and non-Muslim army Maratha armies was led by Sudashiv Rao Bahu, who was a family member of Baji Rao. This battle is considered the largest and eventful fought in 18th century. More than 70,000 people were killed, a number of injured. Ahmad Shah Abdali defeated the Maratha army after the battle. Shah Waliullah asked Abdali to form a committee of local nobles for the ruling Mughals. But Abdali didn't want to interfere in the system of the government. He restored the Mughal prince and throne return. Shah Waliullah wrote many books. Shah Waliullah wrote many books. Shah Waliullah, when he was 17-year-old, he started teaching in Madrasa Rahimia. After went to Saudi Arabia for the higher education. He inspired Sheikh Abu Tahir bin Ibrahim. While in Saudi Arabia, he was a vision of the Holy Prophet, and he was told that he would instrumentally in organize the Muslim of India. This point of Mughal rule was declined. Muslims were not united as a leader, a weak and people needed Islamic guidance. He wrote a book, Hajjatul Balagha and Izzat al-Aqafa, as the most famous work. He also wrote the explanation of the Holy Quran and produced some excellent work on the history of Islam, fiqh and hadith. He translated Holy Quran into Persian language. Shah Waliullah political contribute is Shah Waliullah had great wisdom of foresight, the Muslim rule and weakened Mughal empire as weak. He wrote many letters to the noble to unite the people of Muslim of India. And Shah Waliullah emphasized on the rulers to enforce Islam. Islamic law should be system according to the Islamic way. He clarified the importance of jihad to the soldier and urged them to go to the jihad. He asked to trade to adopt the fair principle of trade. Shah Waliullah died on 10th August 1762. After his death, his son Shah Shah Abdul Ghani Shah Rafiuddin and Shah Abdul Qadir carried out the noble mission of the religious education and Islamic preaching. Now I show you the one short video about the Panipat.
The Third Battle of Panipat, fought on January 14, 1761, between the Marathas and the forces of the Afghan ruler Ahmed Shah Abdali and his allies, was one of the biggest and the most significant battles of the 18th century in India. After Aurangzeb's death in 1707, the great Mughal Empire had entered a phase of terminal decline and the Maratha power was on the ascendancy. Meanwhile, the Afghan ruler Ahmed Shah Abdali was making frequent inroads into Punjab. In 1758, the Marathas pushed forward, taking control of Lahore and Peshawar. The Maratha rule was now at its zenith. Abdali decided to strike back and check the Maratha power. So in 1759, Abdali and his allies reached up to Lahore and Delhi. Seeing the Afghan advance, the Maratha chieftain Sadashiv Rao Bhau headed north towards Delhi with a large army of 100,000 men that was strengthened by other Maratha forces on the way. But the Maratha plans suffered a huge setback when their potential allies, the Jats, withdrew from the battle. Smaller battles, however, continued through the months and forces from both the sides amassed for the final assault. But the food was running out for the Marathas. Finally, the battle started in the wee hours of January 14, 1761. Towards the start of the battle, the Marathas pushed back the Rohillas who were on the Afghan side. But the tide of the battle soon turned against the Marathas, and by the end of the day, they were killed, taken prisoner, or fled. There were several reasons for this. The Afghan forces and their allies were larger in number and better trained than the Marathas. Despite the Marathas' possession of good guns, the Afghans' artillery was more effective. However, more than military and tactical reasons, it was perhaps the inability of the Marathas to get the Rajputs, Sikhs, and Jats on their sides that proved to be their undoing. Panipat was the first major battle that Marathas fought. The defeat at Panipat discredited their form of war and the Maratha armies again reverted back to cavalry mode of fighting. The Maratha faith in efficacy of guns was shaken up so thoroughly that in many future battles with the British they never hesitated to abandon the guns. The Third Battle of Panipat altered the power equations in India, but not necessarily in a predictable manner. The victorious Afghans could hardly make any further inroads into India and were even pushed out of Punjab by the Sikhs. The Maratha defeat at Panipat was a disaster for them. They lost the cream of their army and their political prestige suffered a big blow. Most of all, their defeat gave an opportunity to the East India Company to consolidate its power in Bengal and South India. Nor did the Afghans benefit from their victory. In fact, this battle did not decide who was to rule India, but rather who was not. The way was therefore cleared for the rise of British power in India.
Now we start our new topic, Faraizi movement. Take out page number 16. Take out page number 16, Faraizi movement. Haji Shariatullah. Okay. The Muslim or Sufi spread the light of the Islam in the Bengal in the 13th and 14th century. In the beginning, Bengal was very much receptive to the call of the Muslim, but thereafter there had been a strong Hindu revival which influenced a new religious spread among the Hindus. This Hindu revival converted many areas of Hindus and also made its impact on the Muslim society. Serious changes was observed in the spread of Islam in the Muslim missionary had discontinued this effort. Haji Shariatullah, who was born in 1781 in the village of Haji Shariatullah was born in 1781 in the village of Fatehpur. After receiving his early education, Haji Shariatullah left for Hijaz in 1799. Haji Shariatullah began his reform movement as a Farazi movement in the central of Bengal. This movement was started as recreation to the anti-Muslim policy of British. The Farazi movement emphasized the performing of Farais religious duties imposed by the God and his Prophet. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The follower of Hijaz Shariatullah are known as Farais instead of fulfill the religious obligation. Haji Shariatullah was extremely dismayed to see the deplorable condition of the Muslim who have been crushed by the East India Company. The landlord who were most non-Muslim were exploiting the Muslim cultivator by denying the due share of the profit. Haji Shariatullah was badly against the fall and superstitious beliefs which had arisen in the Muslim society. Due to long contact with the Hindu, he disliked the expression of the Pir and Murid. He desired them to replace with the title of Ustad and Shagird, teacher and student. He believed that these titles significance complete submission of relationship between the teacher and student. Haji Shariatullah was a pious man who lived in the simple life. He won deeply loyalty and confidence of the people. He dispelled the following blind to compliment of the pull them out of crisis and despair. The Farazi movement of Haji Shariatullah inject a great deal confidence among the Muslim masses who were awakened. Influence spread Muslim peasants who got together for protection of their rights. Haji Shariatullah became the center of a great spiritual virtue, spiritual revive of the Muslim and laid the foundation for the successor to continue their struggle. They started harassing him by the institute false cases against him. Ultimately, he was forced to leave that place where he had settled. After his return from Arabia, he returned to his birthplace in Faridpur district, where he continued his religious preaching and fighting against the non-Muslim forces till the death in the 1840. The objective of Farisi movement are to eliminate the un-Islamic customs and traditions which are practiced among the Bengali Muslim forgotten Islamic teaching. Haji want to revive Islamic teaching to help the Muslim to bring them one the path one on the right path of the because the Muslim adopted Hindu ways of life and they had left Islamic custom. To create spirit of the self-confidence among the Muslim farmer of Bengal were spending miserable life due to the exploitation of the Hindu landlord. Haji made the Muslim tenants realize that they needed to get their rights from the Hindu landlord. They started a struggle against their master and soon with the guidance of Haji Shariatullah they got their right. In this way they improved their moral and religious status. Haji Shariatullah was succeeded by his son Mohsen Uddin Ahmad, popularly known as the Dunia, who became very popular district of Dhaka Fatehpur. He was born in 1819 and went to Arabia in early age. Mohsin Uddin, the leadership of Farajim, left his father. He introduced a political change in the Muslim movement, which became the symbol of resistance of the Muslim, recently Eastern Bengal against the Hindu landlord. He organized the Muslim tenant and against the high tendency the Hindu landlord. Mohsin, the Muslim Bengal got right to persuasion this Hindu landlord. He was a great champion of the rights of the Muslim tenant in Bengal. The and Hindu businessman and landlord turned against him, but he never cared about them and continued his mission till his last moment. His life. As the result of Razi movement, the religious and moral status of Bengali Muslim was improved and the right of the tenants for protection to the great extent. Topic revivalist movement in subcontinent, movement of Shah Waliullah, then Farazi movement. Now we will share the today's homework. See, find out at least 5 blanks from each topic in book. From page number 14 to 21 means page number 14 revivalist movement, movement of Shah Waliullah. Okay, then move page number 16 Faraizi movement. Okay, and movement of Shah Wali Sayyid Ahmad Shaheed Barelvi is not included in our syllabus. So we skip this movement. Okay, we only learn movement of Shah Waliullah and Farazi movement. Construct response question means short question answer. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write a paragraph about revivalist movement. Write the services of Shah Waliullah. Write one paragraph about the early life of Haji Shariatullah. Write a note on Faraizi movement. Write a short note on movement of Shah Waliullah. These all are short question answer. Okay, I repeat again. All these questions are short question answer. You can find the answer. First question on page number 14, revivalist movement. Then write the services of Shah Waliullah, page number 14 and 15. Political services and religious services both. Write one paragraph about the early life of Haji Shariatullah. Early life of Haji Shariatullah on page number 16. Okay, page number 16 and 17. Early life. Early life are given in page number 16. And what about the write a short note on Parasi movement? You can minimize the question and find out the important points and make a short note from page number 16 and 17. Write a short note on the Shah Waliullah. Again, go to page number 14. Page number 14 and 16. Find out the important points and make a short note about the movement of Shah Waliullah. Okay, I think you heard topic today's topic is finished. I just recall your memory that first we discussed the revivalist movement in subcontinent, movement of Shah Waliullah, page number 14 and 15. Movement of Ahmad Shahid Barelvi is not included in our syllabus, so we skip it and we move to page number 16, Faraizi movement, page number 16 to 17. Okay, so dear student, we stop our topic here, and on Friday we will start our we will continue our topic, inshallah, or do your work in your fair register.